Happy Friday, Round Shot Ranchers. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. We have recovered from open house. Thank you. No, seriously though. Thank you to everybody that came out. It was great to see so many new faces out at the ranch. We had about between, on the low end, 260 to 280 people here. So it was wonderful to talk about the horses and talk about our mission and get some people interested in volunteering. So thank you to those people that signed up to get more information about volunteering. If you're interested in volunteering, just go on our website and sign up, and we'd be happy to have a conversation on ways that you can help. But it was a wonderful day. The ponies acted and loved seeing everybody, even Abe, which kind of shocked me. He's over there with Charlie right now, but he did really well with the people and engaged with them, which is normally not what he does. And Louie was in his glory with everybody being around him and wanting to pet him, and he had a really, really good time. He even threw a boot off in the middle of it, so I had to go put his boot on in the middle of the open house. But everybody seemed to have a really, really nice time. Thank you so much to the vendors that came. Thank you to Buys Bites that came and did the food again. Shout out to the Perkins for helping and doing the cake. That was a huge hit. So, and thank you to our volunteers as well. So it was a great day. The weather held out right up until we did the basket raffle, and then the skies opened, but everybody was inside, so it was good. And by the time that we were done, the rain was done. So it worked out really, really well. So thank you that all that came. Mark your calendar, September 20th. 2025, that's our next open house. We'll have more baskets, and we're working on some exciting surprises for the next open house. Yes, we already are planning. So keep your ears and eyes open for that one. So how are the boys doing? The boys are doing well. Louie is in his spot close to the apple tree. Every night after dinner, he comes out here and scopes out if any more apples have fallen down, and then he gobbles them up. But he's doing well. He is showing more signs of his neurological symptoms, but he is taking his medication, which is a plus, or at least he's taking one of them. Which is a plus. So we're ramping that up. He still has great weight. He still looks wonderful. Several people mentioned at the open house how good he looked. So we're very happy with how he looks, and we'll take his little neurological issues that he has all in stride. We did get our fecal counts back. So we do a manure sample, a stool sample, once in the spring and once in the fall. Abe and Louie came back with no eggs, which is a beautiful thing. And so we just have to just give a little bit of a dewormer of ivermectin, and then they are good to go until the spring. My two guys, in true fashion, have a large egg count. At least Charlie does. So we dewormed them today, and we'll wait 2 weeks and do another test, and then we'll see where we are with that. They're going to have to get another dewormer, but hopefully the egg count goes down. But they are, like I said, Louie is doing well, and I'm actually surprised that he didn't have any worms, because he was itching his butt, but maybe that was just something else. It's usually a telltale sign that they have worms. It was a good week with finding his boots. Yes, he does not have them on. I am giving him a break because he is walking well as long as he's on the grass, and his feet need to soak up some moisture because they are cracking. So that's a good thing for him. And I do put him on when he's going to be standing on the pad for a while, which is usually, midday. So he has him on for a few hours, and that makes it easier because then I don't have to go as far to figure out where he lost them. I'm still looking for his last one, so we'll find it at some point. We always do. Sometimes it's within that season, and sometimes it's over the winter I find the rogue one, and then sometimes it's the spring. So at some point I'll find it. I'm not worried about it. But he is doing well. And Abers. So Abe is doing okay. As I mentioned, I believe last week, we did start him on the Breathe from Moon Biome. We're not seeing any results yet from that. He is, the last couple of days, he has been breathing a little harder. And I think part of that is his winter coat came in with a vengeance already. It's hard to see right now, but he's a woolly mammoth right now. So anytime, like today, it's a nice day. It's like mid 70s, low 70s. It's overcast, so it's not really hot. So he was doing well. Open house, he was struggling. I was not happy with how he was breathing during open house. It was hot, and it was sunny, and he was out and about greeting people, and by the end of the day, he was, you could tell he was uncomfortable. He wasn't like nasty or anything, but he was having a hard time breathing. So it was a good thing that everybody went inside and it rained, because then he rolled, like literally everybody rolled. I went back to feed them after the event was over, and everybody was a muddy mess. It was like they were so happy it rained, and they all rolled and got all nice and muddy, and that definitely made Abe feel better. So we are hoping that we see some positive results from being on the Breathe, and we're now to the portion with his shots, or the point with his shots that he's getting them once a month. So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully he has a good winter. We did start feeding hay, small amounts. Normally we hay them twice a day in the winter. We hay them twice a day, every day, and I put a bale out and they nibble on it because they're still eating the grass. But I just want to, the grass is not as lush as it was. It's, it's being chewed down. So just to give them something to eat while they're standing in the barn, and just to make sure that they're not losing weight going into winter. So we started that. We are feeding it on the ground because of Abe's breathing condition. Hopefully that will make a difference for him. We might have to use one barrel because of where it's located, because we don't have, there's not enough room to separate everybody, because of the way that the wind blows and the water coming in. So there will be a barrel, but hopefully he'll stay away from that because there will be so much on the ground. But other than that, he's doing well. The other day he was actually, it was the day that I found all 4 boots. I was walking around and Charlie was following me around, and Abe did not like that. He started calling out. He ended up running up. He was on this pasture, which is the second pasture. We were up on the 4th pasture, and he comes flying up to the 4th pasture, literally herded Charlie, and they whipped off to the 3rd pasture. So that's the first time he's done that. He was not happy that Charlie was hanging out with me and not him. So a very interesting behavior from him, and interesting from Charlie that Charlie broke off and followed him and ended up joining up with the rest of the herd. So I don't quite know what that means, but it was just an interesting experience to be a part of. Because usually Abe does not call out, and he called out several times, and when Charlie didn't call back or respond, meaning come to him, he came flying through to go to him. So just more proof on how bonded he is with Charlie. So just an observation, nothing major, but it was just an observation about what was going on with them. This week I am going to a local auction. I am interested in seeing what is going on with the landscape and seeing if the new legislation has made any difference in how the auction is run. The intention is not to, I'm not going to buy, so don't get that in your brain. I'm working on a couple of other situations, but this auction opened up about a year ago, so I haven't been there yet, and it's fairly close, so I want to see what's going on there and maybe make some connections there. This business is all about making relationships. So hopefully I can meet some people and spread the word that we're out there. I've talked to a couple people, and they said that draft horses do run through this auction. It's also, the winter dump is what I call it. It's when people start dumping their horses prior to winter. So that is going to be happening too. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't been to an auction in a few years. There hasn't been a need to, because people have been surrendering their horses to us, or we've been teaming up with other rescues. So it will be interesting. I'll let you guys know next week how that goes, and hopefully it will be a positive experience, and not a sad one. I'm not. It's been a difficult couple of weeks with losing Apollo, and So I'm hoping that that I don't see too much disturbing things, but we'll see. So that's pretty much it from my end. If you guys, as always, have any questions, please just reach out, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have on the ponies or anything that I talk about. Until next week, guys, be well, be safe, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much, our ranchers.